Today on the program, from scratch up to a wide-profile printing office, from just an idea up to producing ecologically safe disposable tableware, or how an ordinary guy from a village managed to create the first production in the country in this field. Modern civilization is faced with many challenges and problems, one of which is environmental issues. Many organizations and experts are wrestling now with this question. But in order to contribute to the protection of nature, one must not be a professional ecologist or a public figure. It is enough to be a person who wants to keep the ancestral land clean, and as an entrepreneur to refocus their own business in the right direction.
Сами знаете, вот на сегодняшний день весь мир старается,
As you know, today the entire world tries to use ecologically safe disposable tableware. But for some time ago, as I know, I even searched the internet. There was no production of this thing in our country. Therefore, our learning competition in this field and learning the demand to paper cups production, we decided to begin production in this direction.
Изучив конкуренцию, насколько, какие у нас сбыт может быть по продажам бумажных стаканчиков, мы все-таки решились производить и начали вот это направление.
Today, there is 88.5 kilogram plastic disposable tableware per capita a year. While in natural condition, a paper decomposes within only 2 to 5 months, plastic packaging almost never decomposes. And it's a disaster for the environment. That is why today, everywhere, people are trying to shift to biodegradable packaging paper. In Kazakhstan, one of the pioneers of this trend was our hero, a simple guy from the province.
В старших классах я мечтал стать военным офицером.
While I was in high school, I dreamed to be a military officer. I trained for 3 years in order to study in the highest military academy. I met all requirements of a military commissariat. When we came to Almaty, to the academy, we were sent to boot camp, and it turned out that there were too many guys who wanted to study there. So I failed exams and I didn't study.
Количество претендентов было. И у меня не получилось. Я не смог поступить на высшее военное училище.
And although his childhood dream hadn't come true, Bauyrzhan didn't lose his drive. From early years, he used to work. So he took a job as a mechanic at the local production facility, and at that same time, he decided to learn a technical engineering occupation.
Учился в Тарасском государственном университете по специальности технологии кожи и меха.
I graduated from the Taraz State University for an occupation in leather and fur technology. That time there was a leather combine in the Jambul region of the Taraz city. I believed I would work there, but due to some circumstances, that combine didn't work. And our skills became non-demanded. I had to retrain. It was very hard to find a job at first. I'd worked at the bazaar selling carpets for about 5 years, and then according to advice of my elder brother, I started to work in a printing office. First, I worked as an assistant, then a general laborer, and started to learn this field.
Устроился помощником там, разнорабочим, и начал изучать это направление.
He always had to rely on himself. At that moment, when Bauyrzhan left without the opportunity to work, he had to plunge into the wild market of the 90s. And then he decided to leave the trading business in his hometown and move to Almaty in search of new ideas. He ran the gamut of a printing business, from the very bottom to a production organization, purchase of equipment and development of the technical base.
1999 года начал я изучать полиграфию.
In 1999, I started to learn polygraphs. In 2002, we began our own production. We had a little printing machines. We printed by ourselves and only black and white. I'd worked in the printing field for 9 years. We made ordinary-like paper overprint, but competition made us to search for new directions. It was not profitable just to do standard polygraphic works.
Там уже невыгодно было просто печатать стандартную продукцию.
Just then, Bauyrzhan Abdirahmetuly decided to open the first in Kazakhstan production of environmentally safe paper tableware. It was very new, no experience in the use of equipment, there were no experts, and the technology was not proven.
Без трудностей не бывает. Когда первый раз мы первое оборудование привозили,
It was impossible without difficulty.
обычно в полиграфии
When equipment was delivered for the first time, we cut the paper from the flip side, as in polygraphs, because we managed to get more production. So we did the same here. Yes, we got more products, but it turned out that there were some details that must be considered.
Оказывается, мы не учитывали там свои нюансы есть.
We had nobody to ask about it. Some technical issues like installation works or repairs we were able to solve by ourselves. But as for production, like beautiful appearances of the cup or holding water, we had spent much time with designers, printing masters in order to get what we have now.
Мы достаточно долгое время проводили возле станка, там, дизайнером, потом печатниками.
However, when Bauyrzhan and his team managed to put together the right production cycle, they faced one more unpleasant fact.
У нас немножко неудачно начиналось.
We started a little unlucky. For example, we offered a cup. The first cup was okay, the second one too, but the third couldn't hold water. We couldn't check each cup. We produced 10,000 cups and sold it. In 2 days, he called me and said, "They can't hold water. It is very unpleasant."
И, конечно, было нам неприятно.
The reason was poor equipment, which we were sold to our hero. Unscrupulous vendors took advantage of the lack of experience of Kazakhstani producers. Then Bauyrzhan had to pay reputational cost to compensate for manufacturing defects. And then the new cost for the purchase of already high-quality equipment. But now he is proud of his products, which meet the most stringent international standards.
Участвовали в разных выставках, ездили в Германию, в Китай, смотрели там станки.
We have participated in exhibitions. We went to Germany, China, Korea, and looked at their machines. And we began to find machines we needed. On one hand, it is like development because these machines produce more high-quality cups than the older ones. After such experience, we already knew what machine to buy and what machine producers to trust. Now we have very good and quality equipment. Our efforts were proven and we reached good results. Nowadays, our production meets all European standards. Now we proudly can say that our cups are checked, of high quality, and we have no problems.
Клиенту можем гордо сказать, что наши стаканчики уже проверенные, качественные, что таких проблем у нас уже нету.
Just the quality has become a top priority for Bauyrzhan and one of the brand identities of his production. Also, it is important to have an individual approach to each client.
У нас работают хорошие менеджеры по продаже нашей продукции.
Production of things is another work. We have very good sales managers. They deal with realization of goods. They're skillful, experienced, and we learn marketing and production together. They come to the workshop 10 to 20 times a day in order to discuss some problems and customers' wishes. Every day we exchange experience and learn something new.
Наши ребята свои там ежедневно обмен опыта, развиваемся, каждый день что-то нового учимся.
Love of country can be expressed in different ways. Someone chooses the profession of defender of the fatherland, someone becomes famous in the sports arena, and some, like our hero, shows patriotism through their work.
Я родился в Жамбылской области, в селе Талапты. Нас родительской семье было 11.
I was an ordinary guy from a village. We were 11 children, and I am one of the last ones. I have a little sister. We were brought up in a very good way. Sometimes I begin to think if we bring up our children correctly. Because our parents didn't finish school or graduate from universities, nevertheless, they were so wise. They always used to say, earn an honest livelihood, do not cheat, tell the truth, and do not be afraid of work.
Всегда говорили, чтобы мы зарабатывали честным путем, никогда никого не обманывали, говорили честно и никогда, чтобы не боялись труда.
Once in a hard period of business development, Bauyrzhan inspired his colleagues by providing old wisdom, walk and ye shall reach. And that all the difficulties are a transition period and just a step toward joint success.
Не все стоит на месте, чтобы дойти до какого-то цели, нужно двигаться, думать.
You must not keep staying, you must go further toward your goal. Think much, together with people you are close to.
Близким, кого считаешь вот,
You must find new ideas and keep moving.
нужно
You must always think how to reach your goals.
идеи новые, продвигаться вперед. Всегда надо думать, всегда
Jointly with my team, we always go forward and we are together.
нашим коллективом, да, нашей командой.
We always do something for the sake of our company in order to get both profit and satisfaction.
Ради нашей компании, чтобы
In order to get profit and satisfaction, you must keep moving. You must work hard and think a lot.
от этого и прибыль, и удовольствие. А чтобы получить прибыль и удовольствие с того, что делаешь, нужно не стоять на месте. Нужно работать, и много нужно работать, и побольше думать.
That is why, starting with an old one-color printing press in a rented basement building, Bauyrzhan's company today is not just a print office with a wide range of printing products, but an advanced paper cup manufacturer in Kazakhstan.
Когда станки крутятся, на душе приятно. Если станки крутятся, значит заказ есть. Если заказ
When machines work, our heart is high.
можем платить, людей можем свободно содержать.
If the work means we have orders, orders means the salaries,
Что-то производить,
so we can pay taxes and support
чтобы
employees.
покупать эти оборудования. Мы прошли многого, можем
In order to have ability to produce and purchase equipment, we have passed through many things.
которые
We've trained guys, we've passed through all difficulties together, and we have tried to find money in order to buy equipment.
сложности.
Thank God, now they work in our country and give good results. And all specialists we have are very good people.
Дает свои плоды. И специалисты наши у нас, те ребята, которые у нас работают, все хорошие люди.
The competitive environment in the production of environmentally friendly paper tableware in Kazakhstan is developing rapidly every year. But our hero is not afraid of competition, believing that everyone benefits from it. First, it will be nature.
У нас каждый день открываются фастфуды, кафе.
Every day, fast food restaurants, coffee houses are opening, and even in bazaars, people try to use paper cups to drink tea. Sometimes I visit the car market or the Barahoka bazaar and see how people sell tea in paper cups. It means clients' amounts is growing. That's why our products are worth exporting. We have the customs union with Russia. Of course, Russia has her own producers, but we will try to embrace our own market and go forward.
Свои производители есть, но мы будем стараться охватить свой рынок, потом дальше будем смотреть.
Today, among the clients of Bauyrzhan, Abdirahmetuly, there are the largest Kazakhstani and international companies. Dozens of well-known brands that many different types of products are at their service. And one more thing, his company has high-skilled jobs and people who feel not just as employees, but as a team.
Для меня успех, знаете, то, что мы делаем, если
Success for me is a good effect, positive results of what we are doing. I believe it is success.
я считаю, все это успех. Если мы каждый день чем-то занимаемся.
Every day we do something, discover something new, and if we have a positive result, I think it is success.
Получаем результаты, да?
I can't say that we have already achieved it completely, that we have reached a level where you must not go forward. We need to learn a lot, as people say, one lives and learns.
Как бы впереди нет. Ну, нам нужно еще многому учиться и учиться. Как говорится, век живи, век учись.